Central Hawks v Huonville Lions. The last game that we're going to bring to you here from the Mood Food Oval in what has been an absolute cracker of a game. Day so far. We've had the under 8s, 9s, 11s, and it culminates with the under 12s. And it's the big boys are out there now, and they've decided to play the full field. As Huonville, that was Cordwell who got that ball forward. Bursting their way out now is Grimsey Cantrell. Can't quite evade a tackle. Gets the handball on. Well done by Coulson. Man out the back there is Cordwell. Working their way forward. Bond for the Hawks. And that one, sorry, I apologise for the Huonville Lions. Just through for the minor score. But again, you can see as the divisions go up incrementally how much bigger these fellas are out there, and just taking their time are the Hawks. Decided to go down the middle, and that's a strong mark taken by Brown. Brown goes on his trusted left boot right through the centre of the ground. Good contest here. It's the Lions who just get to that ball, just goes off the side there. That was Dennis Batman's. Good attempt now. It's a bit of a struggle on as they work their way forward. That was Hayden Scott, helped by Connor Scott. But the Lions get that ball over the top. There is Brown for the Hawks. Just go the bump. Just keep their eyes on the old onion if you can. There are a couple of young fellas. Here's Jesse Lee Jenkins. Gets that kick around. That sounds like a really good name for a country and western singer. Jesse Lee Jenkins. There's the big, strong mark there. Taken by Scott. Now they get that ball forward. Big, strong players. And you can always see there's just quite a difference and variance in the size of some of these kids as some people get those growth spurts later on in life, and just depends when they do, and that's when they start to get that little bit bigger. As there is Wickham. Wickham quickly gets that ball onto the boot. Doesn't go as far as Byrne. Byrne is dispossessed. So here come the Lions again, charging their way out. No one there to pick up the player, and that's another good handball here by the Lions. Arching their back, and they now go through. A lot more deliberate on this particular build-up. It's a much more open game, this one, and that's all because the ground has got slightly bigger. And there is Byrne. Byrne quickly gets that ball over his shoulder. Another handball in shoes as there is Towney. Towney for Huonville Lions. Gets a very slick hand pass out there. Strong tackle. The umpire whistle comes in and he says that's going to be a free kick to rewarded that good tackle. So O'Reilly Byrne goes back ready for that kick. Byrne. Towering long kick. That breeze has got up. It's probably aiding that end very, very slightly. Running hard to the ball is Davis. Davis keeps the tackle on. Can't quite bring it in. Another good play here by the back line for Huonville. Big trip for the Lions. They've come all the way up here to the southern Midlands area of Kempton, which is an additional 50 kilometres on from Hobart, going back the other way. So a big road trip for the Lions.
Oh, it's one of the biggest road trips in Tasmanian football, Andrew.
It is, Duff, and welcome on board. I know you've enjoyed your day football here, and I'm just saying to our viewers, Duff, that it's quite amazing the difference in the size, even more so in this particular game, isn't it?
Yeah, there's some big, tall lads out there, and then some maybe slightly younger and then smaller players.
Yes, yeah, indeed. So now one of the larger lads had a bit of a growth spurt there for the Lions, and you can see even on that other outer side is Dennis Batmans. He's a tall lad, just about to get the ball now for Huonville. He's fighting very, very hard. This is going to be a dour affair. You can see they're not giving an inch, are they? They just don't want to give it. So in that last one, the big crowd that formed for the last game, Duff, I reckon the crowd had a bearing on the result of that last game.
It's like any home game in the AFL, you know. I mean, I know when St Kilda play at Marvel, they're a different side to when they play at the SCG, like for instance last night.
But I think this trip's something like going to Optus Oval in Western Australia when you have to travel to Mood Food Park.
Possibly so.
You know, it's a big trip, it's a long way, and the crowd, they really urge their players on, as I think that might be Brock Kelleher who's taking this kick. Kelleher normally goes well around that sort of half-back line. That's a lovely kick that comes over the back towards Rileyburn. And if they're... Hard kick. As now we are back into it. Lovely play there by Huonville. Getting the ball towards their centre-half forward position. Big chance for them now towards the grandstand end, and coming out taking a nice leading mark. Gee whiz, that was very good play, Duff, by Colson to lead up just like that. End over end stuff now. It's into the corner of play. Maybe that one is deemed as a throw, and it's a free kick down there to the Hawks. Good tackle there by the Hawks.
Now we might get our technical assistant here at Duff TV to get up the ladder positions of these two sides. And what's your prediction?
Is a huge advantage in these games, Duff. I just think that's worth a goal or two.
For sure.
You know, I know you and I spoke about it when we came up early. We came up and had a whiskey at the Kempton Distillery the other week, and just got the mood of the village, didn't we, Duff? And there was a lot of optimism about this game for the Central Hawks. So it'll be interesting to see if indeed they can bring the bacon home. So it is Huonville who have got the solitary point, and that is the only score of the game so far. What is nice, Duff, is to see all the paddocks and stuff around the oval when you're used to seeing the grandstands. It's just a very picturesque area here at the Kempton ground, or the Moodville Oval at the Kempton community. That's a huge kick again by Dennis Batmans. Get it towards the centre half forward position, as Armstrong is deep, in defence for the Hawks. He tries to bludgeon that one out. Well helped by Logan Woolman, and again it will be a ball up. Plenty of players to surround each of these stoppages. We hope you're enjoying the coverage in the Barwick's STJFL game, which is the Central Hawks in the under-12s, the Huonville Lions. And there is strong play by Hayden Scott, gets that long kick. And that's just where they're just fallen down slightly, Duff, haven't they? Where they've got the ball in this area, and this is the kick. And again, it's gone back to that all but a bit of a loose player behind the ball for Huonville. I like the way they've set up behind the ball. Could get that other handball, really going in so hard. You can see here, well played by Tomney. Tomney, again, is a terrific cut of a lad. Nice, big, tall fella. Could have been tackled potentially without the ball there. Let's see how the umpire has called it. It was Hugh Dennis Batmans who was going for the ball, and quite rightly will receive the free kick. Dennis Batmans, good kick, trying to find the lead of Cordwell, who can't quite bring that one in. Goes hard and over the ball yet again. There is Percy, dispossessed, and again it will be a free kick. I'm just checking, Duff, on the ladder, and unfortunately the ladder doesn't come up on player HQ for the under-12s.
Oh, okay.
Well, of course there is no ladder because they're not playing for point stuff.
Oh, there you go.
That's exactly why.
Here we go.
I should have said that as soon as you said it. So the first year that actually we do have the points come out, indeed, is in the youth, which is the under-13 division.
And what's the breeze doing out there, Andrew?
Yeah, it has swapped around. I'm going to be very interested when I go out at quarter time, Duff. It was basically blowing into this young gentleman's right ear. So he was getting the breeze right at him. As I'll just Can't quite see who that is, but I'll get that in a minute. Very deliberate look on goal. That's a nice looking kick. It might just fall short, but
big clunk.
It's clunk. There's Gus Pettit. And Pettit, he will come back. Oh, he's gone the big barrel, Duff. Did he put that one through for a goal or a point? He did go through for the Gussie Pettit. That's shades of Peter Hudson, isn't it? Let's have a look at that on the Mood Food replay. Gus has just gone back and bang. Gee, that was a strong mark though, Duff, wasn't it?
It'd be a formidable matchup down there, I'd say.
Now I'm getting to look at all the players across the field, and my prediction might be Huonville, because some of these players aren't going to get any shorter by the end of the game, Duff.
Right.
And it depends on how they play, but they're the sort of guy you would get it into them very, very quickly. What you try and do is isolate some of those big key forwards, wouldn't you? And if you can deliver the ball in very, very quickly, that's what needs to be done. So excellent work there by Huonville to get that ball swiftly into their forward line. And as I check the Brighton's Best Bakehouse scoreboard, we can see that the Lions are 1-8, with the Central Hawks yet to get off the mark. So that was noseworthy for Huonville. Did a really, really good job fighting hard for the ball. And that's a great tackle. A really, really, really good tackle. And so it is Riley Byrne who goes the long kick. Here's a chance for them if they can. They need to get in and under if they can, but it is Huonville. This is where that's the kick, and that's the person that's done such a good job across half-back flank, Duff, haven't they?
Impressed with the big fella down there. He's already up to 5 possessions. What's his name again there, the tall player?
I'll get that back in just 1 second, Duff.
I thought you'd memorised all the players' names, Andrew.
Let me just think. I think that might have been, you might be right. Tomney. Right, that is Tomney. And now, though, that's really good play as they get it in. Yeah, no, Tomney's got a good vertical leap, good bit of height, and nice below his knees as well, Duff. So here is some of the running players, well protected there by Huonville. Big Gussie Pettit, he was down at full forward. He's just come out just that little bit. And I tell you what, Huonville have got a chance to get their second goal, and they have done so with aplomb. Beautiful play by them. That's a pretty tough angle, somewhat nonchalant in how he got that goal, but did it very, very nicely. So the second goal there for the Lions. I'm not sure if that was, might have been, well, let's have we see how we go. That was Cooper Coulson. Gee, he did well, Duff, didn't he, below his knees to pick that up so beautifully.
The degree of difficulty there was very high. It was a very, very harsh angle.
So, of course, the boys play a little bit longer now, Duff. So we've gone from the 10 to 12 up to 15 minutes. They play the full ground and 15 minutes without time on. So the ball is thrown aloft. Good tap out there by the Lions. And he goes as far as Walker. I think he might have just sunk the slipper into that one, of which you can't kick off the ground. So it's going to be a free kick being paid here to the Lions. Lions just quickly getting back off their mark. They decide to take the bounce. Might go again. Oh, that's a terrific tackle. And holding the ball there, and that'll go to the Hawks.
Gee, that was fantastic, wasn't it?
Go the other way, son. That was Lucas Wickham, Duff. Look at that. He held on, didn't he, like a barnacle to a rock.
Oh, that's a great highlight, that one.
It is. That's the sort of thing that is very impressive to watch. As, excuse me, Caden Brown went for the mark. Couldn't quite bring it in. There is Riley Byrne, one of the players who would be really looking to watch. Xavier Banks down there. Got some high numbers in, excuse me, in the Huonville team, Duff. 95, 97, 99.
He's that player again I mentioned before, one of the taller fellas.
Yeah, Tomney. There's one chap, number 60, Duff, which I have to check on, which is just there. I'm not sure. I think that might have been Bennett, but I'll just confirm that at quarter time as Percy gets the quick kick, goes as far as Byrne. Oh, they'd love a goal now, wouldn't they, with 15 seconds to go, just to get them back on even Stevens. if they can't see. I think Tomney's been pretty much one of the main differences, as there is the whistle for quarter time, Duff. And it's been a very, very slick opening here in our last game of the day. It is the Barwick's STJFL under 12, which sees the Central Hawks yet to score to Huonville 2-14. And the goal kickers, Gus Pettit with that big strong clunk in the barrel, and Cooper Coulson was the other one. So quarter time in the Sheep Station Cup, courtesy coming to you from, played at Bothwell in the Ratho Farm Day, and the Rosetta Group, Rosetta Plumbing, the Tasgas Centre, Hobart Air, Rosetta Hydronic Heating, 47 Chapel Street. If you need plumbing, that's the place to go. We're going to take our first break and be back with the second quarter in just a few moments.
This program brought to you by IGA, where the locals matter.
Having trouble finding an after-hours doctor for your family? Sometimes we need medical assistance when everything is closed. In the Old Bridges Brothers Building, 71 Bathurst Street, After-Hours Dr Hobart is open every day till 10 p.m. Phone for an appointment or book online. And for added convenience, you'll also find your Hobart Chemist also open until 10. When minor accidents and illness happen, we're here for you. After Hours Dr Hobart and your Hobart Chemist, open till 10 p.m. every day.
Best Bakehouse, love that homemade taste. Brighton's Best Bakehouse, delicious in every way. Loving the taste, love it homemade, their own recipes, freshly baked. Brighton's Best Bakehouse, love that homemade taste.
So we're back for the start of the second quarter. It is Huonville that got out to a very, very good start. They're up and about in this last game of the day. As they went forward, that was Isaac Tomini, who was pretty dominant in that first quarter. Got the kick away, and there he goes again, picking up plenty of possessions. It's picked up here by the Lions. They go towards the goals, and it's through for just the minor score. But I did go out in the middle of the ground, and the breeze is absolutely belting now towards that point post on the right-hand side there, Duff. So it's a pretty strong breeze that has picked up. So it'll be interesting to see if it does affect any of the game. But it's been of a good standard. So just behind our shoulders and blowing toward that point post that we just saw there.
Oh, so it's going to advantage Huonville.
I would have thought so. If anything, it would advantage Huonville. As you can see them here trying to surge, they were forward, and that was the powerhouse that is Gus Pettit. He goes back and slots that other goal through, Duff. So that's his second and the first in the second quarter. And without a doubt, that's probably the end that you would rather be kicking to. So Doesn't mean you can't score the other end, just means you have to work a little bit harder, run the ball a little bit and sort of kicking it high. So maybe run and carry is the order of the day if you are a Central Hawks player and or supporter. So there were a couple of changes. It was interesting, Duff, I went and had a chat to the management of the Huonville Lions, and a couple of players had changed their Guernseys to long sleeves without the management's knowledge, and so they've been running around in different Guernseys. So one player there, number 60, who was getting quite a bit of the ball, was Xavier Coulson, normally number 18. So that's why they fooled the old Silver Fox. And also Joel Henricks, who normally wears 97, is in number 63. So just a couple of changes there. They put the long sleeves on, and here go the Lions. And they're suddenly teaming up well as Pettit takes that one. Pettit into toward that area of danger. Big, strong tackle. It falls down to number 63, whom we know is Joel Hendricks now that we've done our research. And Hendricks, unfortunately, has just missed that one to the near side. Now, you can see there, Duff, how that breeze has actually sort of pulled that one to the right-hand side.
Oh, it's making it very difficult for the players out there. It's going to take a big effort for the Central Hawks to get back into this match.
Just see at the back there as well, Duff, there's plenty of cars on the road. Of course, we are on the main highway that connects the two major cities as that goal goes forward. I think Gussie Pettit's got another one. As that goal umpire, well, you'll look back at this, Duff, and see the old midriff showing as he stretches up nice and high. He's doing a great job there, isn't he?
Oh, stellar job. He's got
absolute stellar job.
Breeze coming into his face there. Very difficult.
A lot of fellas would have given it away, but not that stoic gentleman. He stood nice and tall, and here he goes when he stretches with the flags. Up she goes, and there's the midriff. So very well done indeed. There's quite a few in the bar area, Duff, having some nice warm soup, maybe a coffee, and given that the yard arm's gone past midday, maybe some of the elder people are just having a quiet one as they enjoy their football on a Sunday afternoon. And why wouldn't you? It's a good standard. The kids are running around having a great time out there, and why not enjoy it? As running back hard is Isaac Tomney, who's just mopped up ball after ball, as Dennis Battens has been pretty good in the ruck as well. They've got lots of options as the Huonville Lions, Duff, in that tall timber department.
Just a few.
Yep. So there is Percy. They're slighter in size are the Hawks, but that can be an advantage sometimes. I reckon you just, instead of kicking to a contest, go to space. You can see here, but the big tall fella, Tomney, he's got pace to burn as well, and he swoops on the ball every time it goes near him, as Huey Dennis Battens is the one who comes back around further. Coming out trying to mark that one, couldn't do so, is Bond, Jaden Bond. Half forward flank. Good tackle there. Bit of an appeal, and going in very, very hard for the football was Blakey Bennett, number 62. And they're just playing so well, mopping it up. Are the Lions, stuff, aren't they? They've been good there, the Hawks, to get it to all but the wing position, and that's when Tomney's just been like a great white shark. He's just been swimming around waiting for the ball, waiting to pick the ball off, hasn't he? And then he swoops on it and kicks it hard, long and low back into the attack for Huonville to yet again have another shot. So Joel Henricks lining that one up. Oh, he throws it on the boot. Interesting kicking style, Duff. That reminds me of a young fella I used to coach. His name was Bryce Walsh.
Yeah, they called him Gumboot, didn't they?
Yep. He used to kick. There's that gentleman. Can you zoom in, Duff? There, he's in the red shorts. He's got the thongs on and the shorts.
Oh, really?
There it is. That's on Jerry. It's on Jerry, and just standing there casually, as you like, in the cooler climate. But they breed them tough up around this community, Duff. Very, very tough. It's actually probably a balmy old day. There he is again, just thongs on. I tell you what, he's got a good beard too. You talked about Martin Cash, Duff. I wouldn't mind if that gentleman is a relative. He's got the bush rangers about him. Anyway, Goes back there. Riley Cassidy went up hard for the ball. There's a strong tackle laid by Lucas Wickham. So they're not frightened to get in, Duff, of the Central Hawks, are they?
No.
They might be smaller in size of body, but by gee, they get in hard.
Yep, they won't stop.
You'd expect that from a team coached by Damien Caddo, though, wouldn't you? No doubt about that.
He was a fierce competitor on the football field.
And same with Huonville Lions, of course, Paddy Wilcox, he's their coach, but Damien insists nothing less than ferocity. As soon as you decide that you are going to play the football caper, that's what you've got to do when you're playing under his tutelage. So the Central Hawks now just searching for their first goal. Handy lead for the Huonville Lions. Ready to throw it up. 7 minutes gone. There is the brains trust of the Central Hawks. Ball coming back in towards the goals. Just bounces on that near side. And has it gone over? It has indeed gone over through for just the minor score. So they're under the pump a little bit. Oh, that's asking a few questions there of Jesse Lee Jenkins. He did a great job. Beaten to the ball now through weight of numbers. They've got 3 on the ball now, have the Hawks. And the weight of numbers proves pivotal as Cassidy goes hard at it. Beaten to it. And that's a booming kick. And straight through the middle there from the Lions.
Another one.
I'm not sure if that was Tomini. It might have been. He looks pretty happy with his work. We'll see here on the Mood Food replay. The kick was somewhat off the side of the boot, and it certainly was. There he is, Tomini, Isaac Tomini, picked it up, and didn't he let loose with those big long legs. He fired that one in toward the goals and has put it through the middle. So as we just have a look at the Brighton's Best Bakehouse scoreboard, which says the Huonville Lions are 5-6-36. Very, very handy lead for the Central Hawks yet to score. It'll be just clipping down to up to the 9-minute mark of a 15-minute scheduled quarters. You see the tap out there was taken by Dennis Battams. I don't even think he had the jump on that particular occasion. He's a very, very tall lad. Lucas Wickham at the bottom. And it's going to be a free kick played there to Percy. Just looking to throw that one on the boot. That's a good kick. Here come the Hawks. It was Hayden Scott, who probably just got him a little bit too high, and the free kick is going to Banks.
Number 95.
Yeah, Xavier Banks. Oh, now that is terrific play. If this one goes through, Duff, that's from the top shelf, comes over the back. They've got a big chance through Bond. He can't get it, but there is the full forward in Pettit. Absolutely stolen there was Riley Byrne. Good work by him as the kick comes back and Gussie Pettit takes another grab. Pettit goes in long. They've got the numbers of the Hawks. They try and get it out to their advantage. Good spin, in trouble by Riley Byrne. Strong bump. Quite physical. Going again. Well played there by Jethro Penny. Penny is beaten to the ball by his opposition. So here come the Hawks. They have a chance to get it out of danger as Ronnie Horn's there.
Oh, nice
play by Horn. Quickly drills it up through the centre. Pick up by Scott. Scott looks over. Intercepting that one, though, is Xavier Coulson. And Coulson now kicks it long and straight back down towards that half-forward position. A couple of players in a little bit of trouble here as the umpire says, let's just a bit of a halt of play. This young fellow, what's he hurt his tummy there, Duff, when he fell over?
Yeah, no, he's going to stay out there, though. Number 17.
Yeah, that's Ronnie Horn. I wonder if he's a relation to Jim Horn.
They're all related, I think.
I think they are. It'd be tough, though, if he is. And he'd probably drive a truck as well, Duff, already as under 12, if he is a Horn. They all get their heavy, rigid licence at birth.
Automatically?
Yep. As soon as the name Horn on your birth certificate, heavy, rigid licence, stamp, bang. All done. So it is Dennis Battams. He's done a great job there in the ruck. forcibly tries to push that one out. Here come the Hawks. Get the handle on it. They do so. Good play. They're still in their defensive zone. I tell you what, if they can get it to their forward line, Duff, and here they go now. It's very, very open. Here is Harley Hutchison. And he's beaten to it by Cooper Coulson, your favourite number 99. Yeah. There's been a few 99s, though, we've seen this year, Duff.
I've seen a few really good players that wear number 99. But
yep. So Xavier Coulson picks that up. He's very good mover the way he stays low, and his low hands when he kicks the ball. He's very, very good player. Come back this way, son. And also we've got a couple of players with the glasses on, Duff.
Yeah.
Of course, the great Jeff Blithen for Essendon was that man, as that goal has gone towards, and talking of glasses, our bespectacled goal umpire has waved the 2 flags, and it's through for another one, as we'll have a look at that one on the Mood Food replay. It was a lovely kick, Duff.
Might be this player right here, I think. Beautiful running goal. Just as the Hawks were just showing a little bit there in that 5-minute passage, weren't they? They were sort of getting their hands on the ball and really trying really hard, but great goal by the Lions.
Yeah, players like Coulson and Tomney, they read the ball well, Duff. They're both sort of, one's playing on the ball and one's on half-back flank, but no, they're both on the ball now, I apologise, and they read it so well. And so they're just almost waiting for that kick to come out from the Central Hawks, and they just pounce on it and drive it forward. And it's been very, very challenging for the Hawks to get it, out of their 50.
But I tell you what, they're not giving up.
Oh, no, not at all.
They have not dropped their head at all.
So here they go again. This is Henricks. Henricks, quick kick in towards the full forward area. Oh, it goes straight over the back. That surprised Blake Bennett on that particular occasion. There has been a whistle, and it's going to be a kick. Let's have a look here. Yep. It's going to go to Huonville, Duff. Not only just a couple of metres out. And Blakey Bennett has just barreled. You can hear the enthusiasm from the car horns. Look at the smile, Duff.
He's a crowd favourite.
He is a crowd favourite. Look at him there. He just waited so beautifully, didn't he? And then he got the tackle. Oh, there was the holding the ball. Brilliant work by the big forward. Well done by Blake Bennett to put that one through for a goal. Oh, look at the magnet stuff. There's the job of a coach. They're flicking one way, then flicking the other. It's great to see. We're so fortunate here at Duff TV to have so many cameramen around the grounds working for us. You know, just jotting into getting a scene here of one coach, then the other, and then we just flick back here to our central Jim Horn Tower and get the main game. So what a great coverage is being provided in the Barwick's STJFL season for 2022. Hawks, quick kick, 30-odd seconds to go. They'd love to get a goal if they possibly could. That was Brock Kelleher, who unfortunately just lost the handle on that one. So it's now picked up by Henricks. Henrik goes forward. Bond comes out. Oh, Bond's good. Picks it up. Bond looks up. Comes back inside. Oh, brilliant work there by the fleet-footed and running Riley Byrne. I know you like the way Riley plays, don't you, Duff?
Yeah, I've been very impressed with Byrne. Probably just about been the Hawks' best player in the match so far. What's that, half-time, Andrew?
It is half-time, and I tell you what, when that siren went, Duff, I thought that someone had just run over a cat. It was an interesting siren, but anyway, it is half-time, which sees Huonville 7-6-48. Central Hawks yet to score. So 3 goals to Gussie Pettit, as we can see there. 1 to Coulson, Tomney, Xavier Coulson and Blake Bennett. Very entertaining game, as we've said all day. Standard of footy is very, very high. So we're going to have our big half-time break, and we can see a very, very excited young player down there. That's Jaden Bond, Duff, just looking up towards the camera. So as Jaden gets the instruction from Paddy Wilcox, ladies and gentlemen, now's your time to have your cup of tea. The half-time break. We'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes. There's Gus Pettit, and Pettit, he will come back. Oh, he's gone the big barrel, Duff. Did he put that one through for a goal or a point? He did go through for the Gussie Pettit. That's shades of Peter Hudson, isn't it? Let's have a look at that on the Mood Food replay. Gus has just gone back and bang. Gee, that was a strong mark though, Duff, wasn't it?
It'd be a formidable matchup down there, I'd say.
Now I'm getting to look at all the players across the field, and my prediction might be Huonville, because some of these players aren't going to get any shorter by the end of the game, Duff.
Right.
And it depends on how they play, but they're the sort of guy you would get it into them very, very quickly. What you try and do is isolate some of those big key forwards, wouldn't you? And if you can deliver the ball in very, very nice below his knees as well, Duff. So here is some of the running players, well protected there by by Huonville. Big Gussie Pettit, he was down at full forward. He's just come out just that little bit. And I tell you what, Huonville have got a chance to get their second goal, and they have done so with aplomb. Beautiful play by them. That's a pretty tough angle, somewhat nonchalant in how he got that goal. But quickly getting back off their mark. They decide to take the bounce. They might go again. Oh, that's a terrific tackle. And holding the ball there, and that'll go to the Hawks.
Gee, that was fantastic, wasn't it?
Point post that we just saw there.
Oh, so it's going to advantage Huonville.
I would have thought so. If anything, it would advantage Huonville. As you can see them here trying to surge, they were forward, and that was the powerhouse that is Gus Pettit. He goes back and slots that other goal through, Duff, as that goal goes forward. I think Gussie Pettit's got another one. Is that goal umpire? Well, you'll look back at this stuff and see the old midriff showing as he stretches up nice and high. He's doing a great job there, isn't he?
Oh, stellar job. He's got
absolute stellar job.
He's coming into his face there. Very difficult.
It's actually probably a balmy old day. There he is again, just thongs on. I tell you what, he's got a good beard too. You talked about Martin Cash, Duff. I wouldn't mind if that gentleman is a relative. He got the bush now through weight of numbers. They've got 3 on the ball now, have the Hawks. And the weight of numbers proves pivotal as Cassidy goes hard at it. Beaten to it. And that's a booming kick. And straight through the middle there from the Lions. So we are back here at Mood Food Oval, and we can see the advertisement up there. Duff, the festival's in February 20. Haven't decided which year it's going to be on yet. I'm sure as the committee work that out, they'll put the rest of those stones up there, and we look forward to that. Well, it was a very, very good quarter of football by the Lions, who were aided by a reasonably stiff breeze. So you'd like to think that the Central Hawks can try and get a bit of a wriggle on here and try and get a couple of goals as they've put some of their prime movers on the ball. One of them is Byrne, barging their way forward. Nice play there by the Lions. Goes up towards the centre-half forward position. Hudson Cordwell comes out, beaten to the ball that particular time, and well done by Ronnie Horn, the rather diminutive but very, very strong player. Here's a big chance. Nash Percy over the back. Good tackle by him. Harley Hutchinson's there as well. Gets another one. Strong play here by the Hawks. That is Corey Davis. And it goes towards the goals, and they have put it through for a goal. That's just what they needed. Gee, that was a good play. And ends up with Riley Byrne kicking that wonderful, wonderful goal for the home team.
Oh, so well deserved, Andrew. Byrne's played really well. Probably just about their best player, I think, going around today.
Yep.
And to get a goal like that in the early stages of the second half, it'll just give them some confidence, won't it?
Oh, give them confidence, and just down to the side that the Brains Trust, Coach Caddo and all his assistant coaches and runner there, they are absolutely cock-a-hoot with that performance stuff.
You know, and I had a listen at half-time to the coach there of Central Hawks, and he was really positive.
Oh,
saying, look, okay, boys, we're getting beaten on the scoreboard, but just don't give up. You're playing really well, just keep going. And that's a great reward.
Oh, it is. And breaking out of the pack is Coulson. Delivers a low kick. I'm just wondering, Duff, if Duff TV might have a crack at the Sheep Station Cup this year at Bothwell. We might have to go up there and have a crack.
Get us a date, we'll be there.
The Sheep Station Cup at Bothwell. If you're thinking about going, you can play at the Ratho Farm Golf Course, and you can even hire the old Hickory Golf Clubs and play how it was back in the day. So get behind the Sheep Station Cup, as now that ball is in dispute. Was Bell picked up there by the Lions with 2.5 minutes into this third quarter. Of course, it is now 15-minute quarters. Couldn't quite get the kick out there, and unfortunately just dropped the ball, Duff, and then went the kick off the ground, which isn't allowed to be done here. So it's going to be a free kick go to Huonville. Need to spread out as quickly as they can, as Blake Bennett takes possession of the ball. Very popular young man. When he's got the football in his hand, you can hear everyone calling, Blake, Blake, kick it to me. Well played there by the Hawks, just trying to get down hard and low for the football. Good work, nice tackle. That was Lacey Coulson as well. She's certainly not scared to go in, Duff. There is Xavier Coulson. Wonder if they're brother and sister combo.
Good chance, I'd say.
I reckon. Huonville racing out towards the ball, pick it up cleanly, and our goal scorer, Riley Byrne, is back. He's playing everywhere, Duff, isn't he? He doesn't stop running, does Riley. In fact, I'm just going to check.
There he is here. Yeah, what's he up to? He's going to go up in the ruck now. Can you believe this?
Well, so far, he's already done 7.2 kilometres. We've got a tracker on him.
Yeah.
7.2 kilometres for an under-12 boy.
And we're just after half-time.
That's great work.
We'll get our production assistant to keep tabs on that one.
Yep. Is it a production assistant or production manager?
Oh, everything.
Yep. There we go. See, there was strong play by Blakey Bennett. Has been pushed off the ball.
Yeah, well, maybe we should elevate that title to production manager.
Well, let's just don't do it too quickly, Duff. Let's reflect on that. And if he passes the test, I think we'll give him the chocolates. So there is Xavier Coulson.
The 10-year test with Duff TV. You've done that.
Oh, well, I've got over it. I'm actually now called a commentator.
Life member?
Yeah, life member of the crew. Whereas our production assistant is only been going around for just a few years now, Duff.
He's a rookie.
So let's just keep our decision close to our chest. As barge through there is Isaac Tomney.
How's that?
They've got plenty of numbers though here, Duff, and that's nice play.
Oh, they're on.
Here they go, back through the centre. They can bend down and pick up the onion. They're a chance to get it in, but it's just this young fella, Isaac Tomney, who just seems to mop everything up, Duff.
He just seems to be there all the time.
Good athlete, isn't he?
Reads the play very well. Yeah, tall player, but good athlete.
Yep. And I've just got vision here, Duff, of some of the dads just sharing some ideas and theories about what's happening in the world over a beer near the canteen.
Right.
While being resplendent in their thongs and shorts. So there they are. Oh dear, oh dear. If anyone is watching this from mainland Australia, they think, my God, those Tasmanians, they're amazing.
We've got to go over and have a chat to them after the match. How's your day, boys?
I noticed you got your toes are blue. But anyway, there is Lacey Coulson. She goes in hard, fighting to get that ball. Now you can see that's Caden Brown trying to force it out.
Burn.
Yeah, you got him stitched
Here we
up.
go.
He's a ripper.
There's a paddock going on down here. Look
It is. Pick it up cleanly, son, and kick it over the top. You're a chance. Here come the Hawks. They are flashing out. If they can just get that net. Oh, here they go again. Oh, I better be careful, Duff. It almost sounded like I was barracking then. They just deserve something, don't they? It's just try to get that drop punt off, and it falls to Percy. Percy goes into the full forward area, but there, look at this. That's such good play, wasn't it, Duff?
Yeah. No, great defence.
It would have been easy, wouldn't it, to just ball watch and come up the ground, but Huonville Lions are so well drilled. They went back through the coaching of Paddy Wilcox and sussed out that danger. So Tomney comes back inside, looking hard, straight on the ball again. Beautiful play by Caden Brown. Here's a couple of contests here. Oh, here are the two prime movers. Might be a free kick, I'd suggest there. Is it? It is.
Yep.
And here he goes now, Duff. Burn.
Great stuff, Riley.
Did he just play on?
Oh, gee.
Have a look at how hard they're going.
He wants the ball.
Oh, they want the ball. And every time Byrne and Tomini go near the onion, Duff, the car horns are honk, honk, honk. They respect these players, the way they're going in. Again, good shepherd by Caden Brown. Comes over the back, but a strong mark by Gus Pettit. He'd have some of the best dukes in under 12 footy, Duff.
He's got very good hands, hasn't he? Very good player.
It might be overstated, but vice-like a grip.
Yeah.
Oh, these two are just playing head-to-head at the moment, Tomini and Burns.
It's a bit like Cripps playing on Dangerfield, isn't it?
Oh,
don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. It is the Barwick's STJFL equivalent, Duff, in the under-12 comp, as rushing around there is Ronnie Horn. Can only get it as far as Coulson. And Coulson, with a good vertical leap, takes that one and goes back and just steadies the ship.
I tell you what, they've slowed them on the scoreboard, the Hawks.
Yep, they have. They have indeed. Love to see them just sort of, if they can get a goal, this is the quarter that you'd like to see them get. That's holding the ball, Duff.
Yeah.
Good tackle.
Good umpiring.
Terrific one again by this young man, Horn. He suffered it. When you sort of had a look at his face, he certainly does look like the Horns that we know.
Yes.
Here we go now. Well played by Bluey Hutchinson. Horns there. You know he's going to swoop and pick on it. He does so. Tries to put it out to Byrne.
Oh, what
Byrne
a
is
player.
down back now. He's been told to play on, has Byrne.
Yep.
Here is the advancing Tomini. He's probably the only man on the ground who can stop him, Duff. He's a bit unfortunate there, was Byrne. He picked on the one opposition he didn't want. Ball now in dispute. Just rollicking ruck, Caden Brown. I tell you what, Caden Brown's lifted his intensity this quarter, Duff.
Yeah, no, having a good third quarter here.
Very good down centre half back. He's provided blocks and shepherds. As there is Byrne, just quickly guessed the fist. As the Lions come back in towards centre half forward. Here's Coulson. Coulson tries to spread that ball. Now it's coming back inside. It was Hudson Cordwell who almost brought that mark in. Nice jockeying of play. Strong couple of tackles as the Hawks quickly get that kick away. Well, it's dangerously going close to Bennett. Bennett can't get it, but there is Hutchin. Hutchin gets it in. Horn is standing tall in the centre half back position. We're into 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. It is the Central Hawks v Huonville Lions in the Barwick's STJFL match of the day. It's been a great carnival, of football as Burns picks that one up. Back through the corridor. Overrunning it was Percy, but he goes back to get it again. That was terrific work by Percy. And have a look at the paddock here, Duff. It's a race on. Look at old Percy. He's running there, but unfortunately for him, Tomney was able to get back, as you can hear the encouragement from the coaches and the supporters. The intensity has really gone up a notch, hasn't it, Duff?
Oh, it has gone up a notch.
You sense it, don't you?
As I said, you know that Huonville's going to win this match, but the coaches were saying at halftime for the Central Hawks, let's just try and win this half.
Oh, yes.
And they're nearly winning this quarter.
Yeah, they are. No doubt about that. As that's a strong tackle being applied there. And but just taken a bit too high and maybe in the back as well, Duff. So you spotted that beautifully as the ball comes in. Almost taken by Lacey Coulson. Didn't bring that one in. Springs back out again. That's Coulson by Cooper that particular time. There's a couple of Coulsons out there. There is Byrne and Tomini. Tomini's got it. He gets the hands back out towards the Dennis Batmans, the ruckman. Terrific work down there. That's Xavier Armstrong. Armstrong's had a pretty good sort of a game as well, but Tomini has just been the difference really, Duff, hasn't he, between the two teams, because when he gets the ball, he runs like a deer And he kicks such over the lines, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, he's got a nice big long boot on him, and he usually does something with it too, and he's found a player here, kick on goal.
Yeah, so Banks, long kick,
Banks.
and Xavier Banks has drilled that one through, and I tell you what, he looks pretty happy with himself, Duff. Well played there by Huonville and Xavier Banks, but that one came about from the athleticism of Isaac Tomney. So good mark there by Banks. Went back there. You can see the job that was in front of him. Just taking his time. And nice kick, wasn't it, Duff?
Yeah.
He had plenty
Not
of
an easy kick. He was kicking into the breeze.
He had plenty of advice from his Central Hawks opposition there. What do you reckon they were saying to him, Duff? All the best, Xavier. I hope you can put this one through.
Yeah, best wishes in the next 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Good luck. Concentrate.
Yeah, no, that's what it's like in the STJFL, in the Barwick's STJFL, as the umpires are just making sure everyone's in their right position. So it is unfortunate, Duff, that the scoreboard isn't working today. It would have been great to see the lights come on over at that scoreboard.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just like that sort of stuff when you do come to some of the older grounds, see some of the old school type things that were there back in the day, Duff.
Yeah, it's a classic, isn't it?
Yep, I know you like that, as Horn picks up that ball. Horn, Scrubby will kick that particular one, as Tomley is the provider this time instead of the kicker. Goes down to Lorcan. Thought Lorcan took a really nice mark there. Bit of a tackle, and let's have a look. It's going to be a free kick paid to the Central Hawks. Central Hawks now just waiting. Now it's another name for young Lorcan, Duff, from the Lions. Ajay. We've got Ajay, Zethro, Xander, Xavier. There's some really interesting names that are going on down there at Huonville.
Go, Geordie! Go, Geordie!
Here we go.
That's a lovely kick.
Well done, mate!
Gets it into that all but scoring position.
Gee,
Hutchison. Little Harley Hutchison. Gee, he goes in hard, Duff.
doesn't he? Just
He is so pint-sized, but I'll tell you what, he has a crack, and it kept come over to him. Oh, he kept his eyes on the ball. Here is Byrne.
Go, Lion!
Very unfortunate Byrne. Again, that time Tomini spoiled the party. Oh, two players came on looking at each other.
Good tackle!
Tomney,
Kick it.
he has been pulled there as it's screwed over the shoulder. And Hayden Scott has got the goal. Gee, that's a great team lifter, Duff.
That's
great
good,
bit of play
boys.
there, right on three-quarter time. They worked so hard for those 2 goals in that third quarter.
Terrific
Well done.
work here as we see the Mood Food replay. You can see a couple of big, strong bulls going toward each other, and that was the tackle. It was the pressure that enabled the turnover for Hayden Scott to put that one through. So well done by the Hawks. That'll give them confidence as they come in for the last break. It's three-quarter time here at Mood Food Oval in Kempton, which sees Huonville Lions 8-6-54 to the Central Hawks. Very, very accurate. 2 goals, 12. So Duff, what's been a cracker of a game. We'll take our last break for the day and really look forward to coming back to see if the Central Hawks can be resurgent after that last goal. Is it going to give them the confidence to overrun Huonville Lions, or will Huonville Lions, with the aid of that breeze, be able to finish the Hawks off? That's all in front of us, and we look forward to bringing it to you very, very soon. So we're back here at the Mood Food Oval in Kempton for the last quarter of the last game of the day. It's been a festival of the boot here in Kempton, and we have had a cracker of a day. Great hospitality, and the people up here have just embraced everyone at Duff TV and the STJFL, and it's been our pleasure to bring you the matches, and we hope that you have enjoyed the standard of the footy so far. It is Huonville Lions. They have a very, handy lead at this stage. Now they're working their way forward, the Hawks. They got that last goal in the last few seconds of the third quarter. Wouldn't they just love it to surge forward and get another one if they can, as Caden Brown comes up. And Brown has put it through. They've got the last one in the third quarter and the first in the last. And have a look at the big fella. He is as happy as all get out. Big, big smile. Well done, Caden Brown. You've been an absolute colossus for the Central Hawks Football Club in the under-12 division today. As we see here, excuse me, on the Mood Food replay, he's gone around and kicked that one on the left side of his body and put it through, and no wonder all the players have come out and patted him on the back, because that was a goal from the top shelf.
Just about goal of the day, Andrew.
I tell you what, Duff, that was an absolute cracker.
They just kept on pushing the ball forward, push it forward, and then the opportunity came up, snap around the body, great goal.
No doubt about that. As we just double check the Brighton's Best Bakehouse scoreboard, the Central Hawks, tell you what, going at 3 goals straight, 18 to the Huonville Lions, 8-6, 54. So the accuracy's been very, very good for the Hawks, and they are surging again.
Well, they're a confidence team.
Oh, look at that. Absolutely. That one just went over the top. Hayden Scott couldn't quite bring it in, but he's going back in hard to get it. Here come the Lions, repelled there by Horn. Back indoors, and a strong mark taken by Coulson.
Nice move of Coulson.
Yeah, he just looks like a footy player and an athlete, doesn't he, Duff? Yeah. It's all very natural to him, the way he does. And I like as well how he has the ball nice and low in his hands when he does kick it. As thrown out of the ground, that one. And I think that Xavier Coulson has decided that maybe that was just a little bit of a sling, Duff.
Yeah.
So the free kick is going to the Central Hawks, looking for Horn. Goes out wide. He'll come back in again, and look at the pace there of Xavier Coulson. He was on the mark just a second ago, and he ran so swiftly back over to do the spoil on Horn.
I'll get you to start thinking about your 3 2s and 1s. I know it's still a fair way to go in the match, but yeah, interesting to see which way you go there, Andrew.
We'll absolutely look forward to that. I know one person I think's got one hand on the BOG, and that might be Isaac Tomney. He's had a crack of a game. Well, this young fella here, Byrne, he's been a cracker.
Oh, he's just a goer, isn't he?
He is a real goer. And as soon as it's got near him again, if they can get it near him, anywhere near those goals, he is a chance. There's no doubt about that. So now he runs towards it, picks it up, gets the handball out very, very quickly. He knew that he was under pressure, and that pressure came from Hugh Dennis Battams. Now he gets it out. A little bit static in this particular passage of play. Close to the line. Going in hard is Nash Percy. Good tackle by Nash. Held on top of the ball, and the umpire will throw it up. It's great to see the umpire stuff. This gentleman here's had a couple of games. He was in the last one as well, and so he'll earn a well-earned beverage when he comes off, Duff.
And you've got the tracker on him as well. How many kilometres?
Well, he's been very efficient.
Ah, right.
Absolutely. You can see him going there, Duff. He just sort of just slightly there, and then he'll go back, forth, and he does this zigzag manoeuvre. So he's super, super efficient. He's only done 1.2 kilometres. So, you know.
In nearly 2 games.
Oh, look at the mark. It's taken round his neck. Dear, oh dear. Hayden Scott. Oh, look out. He's party tricks now. Here he goes, Scotty. Oh, wow, that's unfortunate, but that deserves so much better.
Stretch that
what
one
a
out,
letdown, wasn't it? Here he goes in the Mood Food replay. Up, over the back, lost it, no, got it. Round the neck.
What a mark. Play of the day.
Wow, if that goal would have gone through, that would have brought the house down. Oh, he's got another chance, Duff. He's told to play on. Scott, he pulls that one around and he's put it through. Hayden Scott. And the crowd are really starting to get some belief here, Duff. They are quite a way down, but aren't they coming home with a wet sail the last 3 goals?
Yeah, and they're starting to cramp up, some of the players here in the background here for the Central Hawks. But what a goal.
Well, some of their prime movers, Byrne to Horn, back over to Scott. That's a very clever snap on goal, Duff.
Yeah, no, well deserved.
So 4 goals, 125 are the Central Hawks, and they're really coming home with that wet sail, trailing the Huonville Lions 8-6-54.
They've just about kicked the last 4 goals of the match.
They have kicked the last 4, Duff. Indeed they have. So I know that Coach Caddo will be really thrilled with, and here he is. We've got him on our screen now, Duff,
yeah.
And one of the young players has just come off. I think he might have just copped the ball in the hooter, so he's just going to get that attended to, as Coulson is on all fours, beaten to it.
As they coming home?
They are pressing, and they are charging hard at the ball. As Hayden Scott comes out, we know he can kick a goal. He's kicked a couple of beauties, and look at that, Tomney. He has been held, and it is going to be a free kick, I think, here. I think the umpire says, yep, you swung him off. You can see there, oh, there it was. He was bumped without the ball, Duff.
Right, he's
great umpiring.
Right.
Oh, I thought it was a free kick, but anyway, I just, unfortunate Tomney. There is another wonderful tackle by Byrne. But Huonville now have got the run on through Dennis Battams. Hasn't been down this end for a little while, Duff.
No, they've gone to sleep, haven't they, the Huonville boys? They've sort of put the cue in the rack, as they say. Oh, look at that tackle.
That's good tackle indeed. As walking over to that particular ball, you can see there's just a little bit of assistance. Who's that? Riley Cassidy, but it was the number 30, Xavier Armstrong.
Yeah.
He really does go in. Armstrong looks for Horn, bumps him over, tries to go in and get that ball again. 7.5 minutes gone. Here comes Byrne. Look at his determination here, Duff. Just can't quite pick it up.
Oh, keep a camera on him. He's entertaining, isn't he?
Oh, look at the tackle by the young fella.
We'll just keep it on him. What do you think?
He's just done such a good job for his team.
You'd want to play with him, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, you'd grow a leg.
One of those players you look at, you think, great, he's in the team. I feel great about my footy already.
Yep, I agree. There's certain players I went round with, and I certainly grew in confidence and stature because I knew that I was playing alongside them. And here's a chance for Huonville. Wasn't getting around the fast-paced Corey Davis, and Davis did really well there to come out and pick that ball up. It only goes as far as Tomney. Tomney drives the ball back into the attacking area, but not before the ball has gone over the boundary line, and it will be a ball up on that breezy sort of end there, that sort of really blowing directly into the face of where the umpire is balling that one up, Duff.
What's happening over there, do you think, Andrew?
A wedding.
A wedding.
Bit of a wedding going on. Very popular venue over there. Here is Huonville pushing their way through, trying to surge to see if they can't finish off with a couple of goals. It's Riley Cassidy that was trying to make his way out, but been caught with the ball. And, well, there's just had a picture of Coach Cato. I don't know what he's up to. He was on the phone, but it is a goal, Duff, and that was just the answer. And the steadier, isn't it, that Huonville required?
Yeah. I was just checking the sports bet, I think.
I don't know what the odds were on this game, Duff.
The odds were if they'd win the last quarter, I think.
Of course, as a coach, he wouldn't be betting.
No, but they'd be winning the last quarter, so it was probably worth the bet, I reckon.
Yep, that was Joel Hendricks who slipped that one through. It was just checking, on the odds. You're quite right there, Duff. But of course, we urge that we do gamble very responsibly, and the rules are that the coach can't bet. But he's just checking just for his general interest. There's no doubt about that.
Everyone get a man in the middle. Everyone get a man in the middle.
Well, you can hear him down there, Duff, just barking instructions.
He's passionate.
He's a fearsome character, isn't he? He's passionate.
I'll tell you what, let's have a chat to him after the match.
I think we will, Duff. We'll slip down there, you and I, and have a bit of a Tate as Caden Brown with that big left footer.
Because you're a coach, you'd have some theories.
Oh, I'd go toe-to-toe with him. Here is Hutchison. I've just loved the way the little fella's gone, and that was a very strong tackle. Brought down, and he's back up though. Hayden Scott, he's a bit more of the solid variety. Byrne swoops, comes back inside. They get a quick kick, going towards the goals, Duff.
No.
Oh, I thought that was through. And that's just what happens with the oval ball sometimes. Sometimes that ball's going to hit and bounce straight through, and other times it's going to bounce backwards as Tomini. Big long kick. It's gone over the top of some of his teammates there. They're fighting hard towards the ball. Now they rush towards that side. Jackie Stevenson's there for Huonville, trying to get over and get that ball. He's going hard again, is Stevenson. He always fights hard. Tomini. Draw. Look here, Duff. The man's on the back, but the ball, if they get a handball over the top, which they've done, that was very good team play. Excellent team play that's ended up in a goal for the Lions.
They brought that coast to coast right from the back line. It was very unfortunate for the Central Hawks. 30 seconds earlier, nearly a goal. Great play by the Lions.
Yeah, that's unlucky, isn't it, Duff? Like you said, with half an ounce of luck, that ball was going to bounce through there for the Lions. And then it's gone coast to coast down the other end. And Huonville, through the agency here again of a long driving kick by Isaac Tomini. What he did there, Duff, he just looked up. And that was a good handball, wasn't it? Team play. That was a good team goal there by the Huonville Lions.
Yep.
So with 3 minutes to go, the Lions have just steadied a bit, Duff, because they had 4 in a row, and that's the last 2 back to the Lions. So picking it up, arching the back is Joel Henricks, but I think he's just travelled a little bit too far, and it's going to be a free kick here going to Horn.
I'll tell you what, the thing I've been impressed with both sides is they've obeyed the umpire's whistle.
Yep.
There's been no dissent by the boys.
Yep.
And it's been very well adjudicated with the umpiring, but equally the players have respected the umpire. And that's important.
I agree wholeheartedly. Do you think that, Duff, does that come from the top, from the AFL trying to clamp it down?
I think so.
So it's not such a bad thing if it's filtering down to the STJFL, where Huonville coming to attack. It's a good handball. Comes back to Coulson. Now they're running hard. There is Stevenson. Stevenson's up against Davis, and on this particular occasion, Davis wins out. It's Dennis Batmans. Batmans now, he goes the shorter pass. He saw Hudson Cordwell, who made a really good lead, but was just off the side of the boot. Maybe a little bit of fatigue is coming in here, because that lactic acid would be starting to be building up, as we've only got a minute and a half left in our gala day here at Kempton. Umpires just making sure that the players are spreading out into their positions. Here they go. Good tap out by Huonville. They've certainly had the ruck ascendancy, because they've had some players that are very, very tall and have been able to jump. It's going back to Coulson. But before Coulson could wrap that one in, it has beaten him, and it's gone over the line, and it's going to be another ball up.
So you 3 2-1s.
Yeah, well, for me, Duff, I think that Isaac Tomini has been just a wonderful, wonderful player.
So 1 vote for Tomini?
No, he's got the 3 best on ground.
Don't they usually go 1?
Yeah, well, I'm going to do the 3 best on ground. Sorry, Duff, I'll just... Oh, look out. Talking of which, there is a goal. Who's kicked that one, as we were just having a Tate-Tate?
I think the big
I don't know
fella
if it was the big fella again.
Yeah,
I think it is.
Jeez, he does it easy, doesn't he?
Is that Gus Pettit?
Yeah, big Gussie.
Oh, Gus, that's his 4th goal. Wow. It is. Just bumped him aside, picked it up, got a gallop up there, Duff.
Yeah. And
kicked it from the side. I tell you what, it's going to be hard. That next one, I really have loved the game and the tenacity of Riley Byrne for the Hawks.
Stellar player.
And I think I'm going to have to give the 1 to Gussie Pettit for duking him up, and the 4 goals as the siren has gone. And as the Brighton's Best Bakehouse scoreboard reads, 11-6-72 to the Lions, to the Central Hawks 4-1-25. For the Huonville Lions, if we just said Gus Pettit with 4 goals, and singles going to Xavier Coulson, Isaac Tomini, Hudson Cordwell, Xavier Banks, Joel Henricks, Cooper Colson and Blake Bennett. And for the home team, who, gee whiz, they got the home crowd excited, didn't they?
They came home in that second half.
Yeah, the end of the third quarter, and then those 4 goals in a row. There was 2 goals to Hayden Scott, 1 to Caden Brown, Riley Burns. So they did such a very, very good job. Their 4 goals were in a very big burst. And what's been a wonderful, wonderful day here at Mood Food Arena.
And here's the old coach. Look, just still getting the boys together, saying, come on, don't just walk off. Make sure you shake hands, respect the opposition.
Yep.
And it's been a great effort all around.
Now, of course, today wouldn't have been possible, Duff, as the players come in, without our friends from Sheep Station Cup Bothwell. Of course, it is a great golf tournament played at the Ratho Farm Golf Course, the oldest golf course in Australia. That was formed in about 1822, and the committee raised much needed funds for local schools, charities and clubs. And our other very dear friend and sponsor for the day is the Rosetta Group, of course, starting as Rosetta Plumbing, of which its call is still very much the core of the business. Tasgas Centre, where they do all the gas fitting, the air conditioning, which is part of Hobart Air, Rosetta Hydronic Heating, and Cook Power Set and Rosetta Plumbing for major construction. So we thank them very much. And of course, our normal partners in the Barwick's STJFL season. We'll sign off now here from Mood Food Arena, and we hope that you've enjoyed your day. By him, Harley Hutchinson's there as well, gets another one. Strong play here by the Hawks. That is Corey Davis, and it goes towards the goals, and they have put it through for a goal. That's just what they needed. Gee, that was a good play, and ends up with Riley Byrne kicking that play by Caden Brown. Here's a couple of contests here. Oh, here are the 2 prime movers. Might be a free kick, I'd suggest there. Is it? It is.
Yep.
And here he goes now, Duff. Byrne and Tomini. Tomini's got it. He gets the hands back out towards the Dennis Batmans, the ruckman. Terrific work down there. That's Xavier Armstrong. Armstrong's had a pretty good sort of a game as well, but Tomini has just been the difference, really, Duff, hasn't he, between the 2 teams? Because when he gets the ball, he runs like a deer, and he kicks such over the lines, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, he's got a nice big long boot on him, and he usually does something with it too, and he's found a player here, kick on goal.
Yeah, so Banks, long kick,
Banks,
and Xavier Banks has drilled that one through, and I tell you what, he looks pretty happy. Very unfortunate burn. Again, that time Tomini spoiled the party. Oh, 2 players came on looking at each other. Tomini, he has been pulled there as it's screwed over the shoulder, and Hayden Scott has got the goal. Gee, that's a great team lifter, Duff.
Great bit of play there, right on 3/4 time. They worked so hard for those 2 goals in that 3rd quarter.
Terrific work here as we see the Mood Food replay. You can see a couple of big strong bulls going toward each other, and that was the tackle. It was the pressure that enabled the turnover for Hayden Scott to put that one through. So Well done by the Hawks. That'll give them confidence as they come in for the last break. It's 3/4. They got that last goal in the last few seconds of the third quarter. Wouldn't they just love it to surge forward and get another one if they can, as Caden Brown comes up. And Brown has put it through. They've got the last one of the third quarter and the first and the last. And have a look at the big fella. He is as happy as 1.2 kilometres. So, you know.
In nearly 2 games.
Oh, look at the mark. It's taken round his neck. Dear, oh dear. Hayden Scott. Oh, look out. He's party tricks now. Here he goes, Scotty. Oh, wow, that's unfortunate. But that deserves so much better.
Stretch that
what
one.
What a letdown, wasn't it? Here he goes in the mood food replay. Up, over the back, lost it. No, got it. Round the neck.
What a mark. Player of the day.
Wow, if that goal would have gone through, that would have brought the house down. Oh, he's got another chance, Duff. He's told to play on. Scott, he pulls that one around and he's put it through. Hayden Scott. And the crowd are really starting to get some belief here, Duff. They are quite a way down, but aren't they coming home with a wet sail the last 3 goals?
Yeah, and they're starting to cramp up, some of the players here in the background here for the Central Hawks. But what a goal.
Well, some of their prime movers, Byrne to Horn, back over to Scott. That's a very clever snap on goal, Duff.
Yeah, well deserved.
Pushing their way through, trying to surge to see if they can't finish off with a couple of goals. It's Riley Cassidy that was trying to make his way out, but been caught with the ball. And, well, there's just had a picture of Coach Cato. I don't know what he's up to. He was on the phone, but it is a goal, Duff, and that was just the answer and the steadier, isn't it, that Huonville required?
Yeah. Oh, he's just checking the sports bet, I think.
I don't know what the odd that was through, and that's just what happens with the oval ball sometimes. Sometimes that ball's going to hit and bounce straight through, and other times it's going to bounce backwards as Tomini. Big long kick. It's gone over the top of some of his teammates there. They're fighting hard towards the ball. Now they rush towards that side. Jackie Stevenson's there for Huonville, trying to get over and get that ball. He's going hard again, is Stevenson. He always fights hard. Tomini. Draw. Look here, Duff. The man's on the back, but the ball, if they get a handball over the top, which they've done, that was very good team play. Excellent team play that's ended up in a goal for the Lions.
They brought that coast to coast right from the back line. It was very unfortunate for the Central Hawks. 30 seconds earlier, it was nearly a goal. Great play by the Lions.
Yeah, that's unlucky, isn't it, Duff? Like you said, with half an ounce of luck, that ball was going to bounce through there for the Lions. And then it's gone coast to coast down the other end. And Huonville, through the agency here again of a long driving kick by Isaac Tomini. What he did there, Duff, he just looked up. And that was a good handball, wasn't it? Team play. That was a good team goal there by the Huonville Lions.
Yep, Tomini.
No, he's got the 3 best on ground.
Don't they usually go 1?
Yeah, well, I'm going to do the 3 best on ground. Sorry, Duff. I'll just. Oh, look out! Talking of which, there is a goal. Who's kicked that one? As we were just having a Tate.
I think the big fella.
I don't know if it was the big fella again.
Yeah,
I think it is.
Jeez, he does it easy, doesn't he?
Is that the tenacity of Riley Byrne for the Hawks?
Stellar player.
And I think I'm going to have to give the 1 to Gussie Pettit for duking them up, and the 4 goals as the siren has gone. And as the Brighton's Best Bakehouse scoreboard reads, 11-6-72 to the Lions, to the Central Hawks 4-1-25. For the Huonville Lions, if we just said Gus Pettit with 4 goals, and singles going to Xavier Coulson, Isaac Tomini, Hudson Cordwell, Xavier Banks, Joel Henricks, Cooper Colson and Blake Bennett. And for the home team, who, gee whiz, they got the home crowd excited, Duff, didn't they?
They came home in that second half.
Yeah, the end of the third quarter, and then those 4 goals in a row. There was 2 goals to Hayden Scott, 1 to Caden Brown, Riley Byrne. So they did such a very, very good job.